Um, it should be a little bit better on this one, as far as like it being clear. So let me know if it is clear or not clear, and we'll adjust, and I'll keep an eye on it as it goes. But today we are going to be talking about how exercising improves your overall skin, and we're going to jump right into it. Once again, if it is blurry, just let me know, but it should be better quality. I'm on my other phone, so there shouldn't be any excuse. This phone is my old phone. As y'all can see, it is. Look at the screen. But it has one of the best cameras. This is an LG, and they stopped making LG phones, and I was so sad because they have some of the best cameras. This is a newer phone. Front camera is not that good. Back camera is good, but the front camera, baby, I definitely need. I want another phone for the camera, just for that fact. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get into these tips. Give me a second. Let me pull up these notes. Okay, so hold on. All right, so let's start off. Let's get this party started. So the first thing first, how exercise is going to improve your overall skin. Now, in my previous lives, we have really dug into talking about not just the products that you are using on your skin, but we have talked about lifestyle changes, wellness, things that you are doing in your day-to-day, from diet to stress to emotions, and how all that also can trigger into affecting your skin. Okay, so we're going to continue that wholeness journey, and we are going to be talking about how exercise is going to improve your skin. Now, we all hear about it multiple times, where it's like basic movement is better for your skin, it's better for your overall health. But I really want to dive into why. Okay, number one, exercise helps to boost circulation. All right. Have you ever noticed that, like, after you're done exercising, your skin looks a lot more glowy, you feel a lot better, like your body is moving, you're in such a better mood? It's because when you exercise regularly and consistently, it is going to boost the circulation, which also is going to deliver oxygen. So it's going to give more oxygen to your body as well as your skin. Okay, and that's going to also give you that glow. So if you ever notice, I know for me, after a really good workout, I have this glow to me. After you cleanse your face, of course, do your skincare, remove all the sweat, you notice that your skin is just glowing, and not just your face, your overall body. Okay, so when you are working out, you are boosting that circulation, and you are increasing the oxygen, which is only going to make your skin look better. Okay, a lot of people underestimate the whole thing of working out. You just think, oh, I don't want to do it because I don't want to have to get up and go in. No, this is a holistic thing. And after you work out, you not only feel better, but you look better. Okay, especially getting in some cardio. Go do that treadmill, go for a walk, do that Stairmaster. Okay, so it is great at boosting circulation. Number two, we talked about this in the last live, and how stress, okay, can do a lot to the skin. But when you are working out, stress is going to lower that stress hormone. All right, it's going to lower that stress hormone, which can also reduce breakouts and inflammation in the body. All right, when you have inflammation in the body, it shows up on the skin. It shows up on the skin in so many different ways. Okay, so when you are working out, you are getting rid of that stress, you are lowering that stress hormone, which is in return going to make you overall healthy, keep those hormone balance, because y'all know stress knocks off those hormones, which can lead to more breakouts, especially us women. Okay, we go through it. So definitely make sure that you are working out so that you lower that stress hormone. and you feel better. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like when you are going through something or you're upset about something or something is on your mind, just going and doing a really good workout, it can be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and really just focusing and zoning in on your body, you feel so much better. So when you feel better, you look better. Okay. The next thing is that exercising is going to support the detox pathways, right? And I always say this too, because sweating is a part of like releasing those toxins in the body, getting rid of, those toxins and all that. So when you are sweating and when you are working out, you are getting rid of those detox. So they're in return are going to make your skin look a lot better. Okay. So yeah. All right. Any questions so far? Because we're moving through these points kind of fast. We are moving through these points kind of fast. Okay. So yeah. And okay, another thing, I don't know if you guys ever have like this, but when you are working out, what I have noticed is like when I work out and I get in the shower, my skin feels so much smoother. Like I don't know what it is about like working out and like your skin also feeling better, right? I don't know if it's like just the increase in circulation or what it is, but I feel like my skin just feels better and also looks better. So it does something. It does something, okay? Next, it improves your quality of sleep. All right. So, the thing about it too is that when you are exercising and you are getting rid of not just the toxins, you are releasing the stress, you are releasing the things that are on your mind, you are releasing tension in the body. So, it's going to relax you. So, it's going to make it easier for you to like fall asleep at night or to relax. Like, it is the best way to get out any type of tension and the stress and just work it all out. Okay. So, you're going to be able to sleep better, which is going to do what? It is going to allow your body to improve. When you sleep, your body rejuvenates. It rejuvenates the cells, it rejuvenates the system. So when you are properly sleeping, your skin's going to look better. And we talked about this in the last live. When you get your sleep, when you get your quality sleep, you're not going to have darkness under the eyes. You're not going to have discoloration in the skin. You're not going to look dried out because your skin's going to have its time to do what it needs to do to rejuvenate itself. All right. So exercise is also going to improve your overall sleep. Okay. Now, those are pretty much it. Okay. I say this all the time. A lot of these things that I'm going to be talking about moving forward and really diving deep in more of the wholeness of, you know, of your emotions, your mental and all that. You need to really, really think of it as a whole package. It's not just one part or another when it comes to skin. And this is something on my own journey that I have really come to realize it takes so much more. It's a full package. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with exercise, but everything you said is true. And listen, I am not someone who is a heavy exerciser. I'm not. I really try to take 3 days out the week at least to move my body. Okay. That can be 20 minutes of exercise. Listen, go on YouTube and find like a low impact workout. You can do that while you're watching a TV show. That's what I do. That's how easy it is. Like, put on some headphones and go walk around at a park for 15 minutes. Like you can just throw in some exercise in your routine because we have the time. And also, you got to think about it longevity. We're not just talking about for your overall skin, we're talking about for your overall health. Okay. We have to understand, especially if you are out here in America, the average like age of an American is 70 or 77. Okay. From what I have seen as well is that as people are getting older, because they are not working out, they are not able to support themselves because their muscles are weak. So as they're getting older, they're not able to walk like they are. They're not able to, they fall and it's over, like they're breaking hips. Like you have to support your body and make sure you're taking care of your body when you're young so that when you get older as well, your body's a little bit stronger to support yourself as you're deteriorating. Because let's be really honest, as you age, you lose muscle mass. Okay. And I'm seeing this firsthand with like my grandmother. I see it firsthand with like how her body is. And I'm just like, but she didn't work out. She didn't take care of, she didn't do anything to move her body. So You have to think of it as a long game. Okay. You have to be, listen, I don't want to be wheelchair bound. Okay. I don't want to have somebody have to come and pick me up and move me. I want to be able to at least walk and do what I need to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you have to think of it not just now, but as in long term. Okay. So pretty much in my notes, it said I builds consistency habits. Healthy routines reflect in your complexion. Okay. So what you are doing in your routine, and it can be what you're eating, your stress levels, your sleep patterns, exercising, that is going to show in your skin. I always tell people that every single time. And it's so funny because you guys know I'm a waxer, so I remove hair for a living. And I'll wax somebody and I'm like, when's the last time you moisturized? And they're cracking up like, how did you know? Your skin is telling me all I need to know. Your skin is a freaking blueprint to what you are doing. I can look at your skin and tell you that something is going on. You're not drinking enough water. You're stressed. Okay. You look like you haven't slept. Your skin. And you think people can't tell, but looking at you, people can tell. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. But yeah, so it's just, yeah, it's important. It's important to have an exercise. What'd you say? Yes, I met a 65-year-old woman and she told me advice out of nowhere and God sent her. She told you advice out of nowhere. Oh, and God sent her? Yeah, be careful with those people who say God sent them. Because if God sent them, they don't got to tell you that. Just saying. Just saying. You got to be careful with people who say that. Trust me. Okay? You got to be careful with people who say that God sent them. Because the ones that are sent by God, they don't ever have to tell you that. They just come, they drop the message that needs to be dropped. And a lot of times they don't even know what exactly it is that they're going to say. And you want to know how I know? Okay? You said you take care of your skin and don't eat out and walk. No, you felt like God sent her. Oh, okay. They'll ask for their 10%. You take care of your skin and don't eat out, walk. Yeah. I mean, also too, eating out, you got to be really careful with eating out. I feel like you should not be eating out more than you're cooking at home. Especially all the crap that they're putting in food. Yeah, you got to eat. You should be cooking at home more than eating out. Not before you know it, they'll ask you for their 10%. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But you know what too? Like a lot of times there are people come to you with messages that you need to hear and you didn't know you needed to hear it. And that's the thing too. Listen, anyone who don't look their age and their skin looks chef's kiss, I also know that can be genetic, like as well, but I would take advice from them any day. Like, tell me what it is that you're doing that I need to do differently because you look good. Mm-hmm. Especially in this time where especially like people aren't taking care of themselves. They're drinking, smoking, partying, eating out fast food, consistently eating fast food, fried fast food. They're not drinking their water. They're not doing the basics. And the thing about it that we have so much more information now than I did growing up. I'm 37. Back when I was a kid, I feel like we didn't have the internet and all that, right? Like as I was coming up, the internet and everything were developing. But I feel like younger people in their 20s, they have so much information before them. Like you could crack open the internet and they will tell you what vitamins you need for your skin. What do you need to do to look your best? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I feel like that's not utilized, but I feel like what it is that it's because it's quick. A lot of this stuff is quick. Go get a microwavable meal It's quick. Go to McDonald's. It's quick. Back when I was growing up, we cooked. There was no DoorDash. There was no Uber Eats. There was none of all that stuff that makes it very easy for people to just eat fast food and eat all this stuff on whatever it is, right? And another thing that I really dislike people when they say, oh, well, all the healthy options are bad or all the healthy options are expensive, right? And I'm like, y'all do know how much fruit and vegetable and rice and chicken cost? How is that? That's not more expensive than you buying pizza and, microwavable meals, and that can take you a longer way. You know what I'm saying? So all of that, like, oh, eating healthier is more expensive is bullshit. Like, it's not that. Eating healthier just takes more time, right? Because you got to cook it. You got to go and get the veggies and get the grains and the beans and the meat, and you got to actually take your time and cook it. That's what it is. That's more expensive. Yeah, takes more effort. But in the long run of it, you will be so much more healthier. You will have more portion control. You will know what you are eating, and therefore you are more in control of what you are putting into your body and what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other day I was at my grandma's house. And this young boy walked past, and he was extremely obese, and the boy looked like he probably was like 10, maybe 11. And I told my grandma, I said, that is not cool. I told my grandma, I said, that is not cool. I said, that sets that child up for a shorter life. That sets that child up for when they get older, they're going to have so many health issues if they don't already have health issues. And it's because people are not feeding their children correctly. They're not, setting them up of eating wholesome meals. You get what I'm saying? I've been looking into vintage skincare. Please explain vintage skincare. I need to know what you mean by that. When they use cold cream to remove, cold cream. Okay, when they remove, see, I gotta read the whole thing before they use cold cream to remove makeup, but I think the big difference was how they ate less and healthier back then and get more exercise. Yes. They don't really use cold cream. I used to use cold cream. I used to use the Pond's. And yeah, cold cream is not a thing anymore, really. Everybody's using like the oils now to cleanse. But you have to understand, yes, there was less portion. People were not eating as much. And I also think the food is built different now. I think that they put a lot more additives and salt and things into food. And they exercised. Y'all seen those the aerobic girls back then in like the 80s with like the little outfits on and the exercise they were doing, kind of like Pilates in a way? Girl, them girls' waists were snatched. But there was so much more activity because we weren't sitting around on a freaking phone and a tablet in a house with a TV. You had to go outside. You had to walk. There was no cell phones. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had to do things to move the needle physically. Now people are just sitting behind computers and finding friendships, and it's a lot less effort, but it's doing us harm. Germs and bacteria, what, at the gym? So 90s, my mom used to, yeah, I used to use cold cream. Yeah, cold cream, that was something that she used, like the Pond's. You use that to like remove your makeup and all that. Yeah, cold cream. I think they still actually have Pond's. Pond's is probably still around. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like, you don't see kids playing outside no more. You're right. We used to walk to school. I have so many scars from what I fell off of my bicycle. I used to skate. We used to do so much stuff as kids. It brings back so many great memories. But kids don't do that now. But I feel like as a parent or as you have to put your kids into things now. You got to get them into sports, get them into things after school. We used to go to after school program and play outside. You got to put your kids into it. If you're letting a child sit at home on these devices, you're setting them up for failure. And I'm going to wholeheartedly be 100%. A few months ago, maybe a year ago or so, I saw a young girl. I came out to get a client, and she had her daughter with her, and her daughter was reading a book. And I was actually shocked. I was like, Do you not know how long it's been? I only seen 2 kids in public without like reading an actually physical book. And she's like, yeah, like I don't allow her to be on like tablets and things like that. And I'm like, this is what we need to get back to. Kids reading books. It nourishes the mind in ways that these tablets just putting on a little TV show for them. No, they need to be reading something. They need to be using those words. Do you not know that by the time that girl is like in middle school, she's going to be a beast with knowledge? You get what I'm saying? Like a beast with knowledge. Oh yeah. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys something. I am 37 and I feel like by the time I get older, like in my 60s and my 70s, we are going to have a problem. And the problem that I foresee happening is that because everything is so screen, people are going to lack a lot of knowledge. They're not going to know what to do in basic situations because it's going to be, well, let me grab my phone, let me get on the computer, let AI or ChatGPT figure it out for me. People are not going to have the basic skills to figure it out. My main question to a lot of like, especially teens and things like that, it's like, do you know how to get home without a GPS? If you had to walk from wherever you are to home, do you have a general sense of direction of where it is you need to go? A lot of them do not. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't remember phone numbers. A lot of them don't remember just basic things. Shoot, they don't even know how to have a basic conversation. But I feel like in the future, we are going to have a real problem where using your brain is not going to be a thing. And that is going to be our demise as a society. You already see how AI is on and people are thinking things that are real that are not real. That's a problem. If they're able to trick you like that on social media, imagine how that can control the masses. Ooh, we're going deep. Ooh, we're going deep. We're going deep. But I see people fall for AI content easily. They see something on Instagram and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's real." And yeah, and I'm sitting up there and I'm like, "That was easy. That was really easy to trick you to make you think that was believable." Oh, the power in which they have. The power in which they have. Right? This is the thing. Social media is supposed to be a platform where you are supposed to have fun. You're supposed to connect with your friends, interact with funny things on the internet. But I feel like from when social media has came out, when I first started using it, like MySpace, Black Planet, like those things were fun. But now we're in this place where like social media is no longer fun. It seems like there's something else going on in the background. Y'all see how they got their hands on TikTok and how TikTok has changed. TikTok now is not the same. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a portal. Social media is a portal, and there are things that they control with social media. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to go to, you know what, matter of fact, we got some time. I guess we can go deep. Oh yeah, I don't trust it either. I feel like social media should be taken with it just being that. And I feel like everyone should not be consuming social media too much. You should not be on Instagram scrolling away. Doom scrolling. It's made to be addictive. Right? So it's made to keep you on there, keep you scrolling, keep you distracted, keep you from doing your own life, keep you in your emotions. It's made to distract you. And yeah, I'm on social media. I like social media because it's a tool. It's a way for me to do what I do here. And I have to a lot of the times think of it as that. It's a way for me to connect with my viewers and talk about skincare, but also I have to understand social media is just not the same. It's just not. And it also has made so many people's attention span really short. People don't have an attention span like they used to. And that's because they're allowing social media to fuck it up. Excuse my language. And what I'll never understand as well is these movies that are coming out and they're like 2-3 hours long, right? But people's attention span is shorter. But then it also made me think of this. People run out to the movies to watch these 2-hour, 3-hour movies and pay for it all. Pay for it and all. So my mindset is this. It's not the fact that people have a short attention span. It's what they choose to pay attention to. Because if you can sit there and watch, what was that one movie? Oppenheimer, and that one was like 3 hours long, but y'all can go and sit there and watch that for 3 hours. It's not about having no short attention span. It's about what you want to pay attention to. That dopamine rush. You know what? And you know what? How do you say your name? Jean? Is it Jean or Jean? Jean? You know what? The other day, I did a whole little, actually dug into dopamine. I was really, really interested in knowing how dopamine worked. And it is a whole thing. Like, yeah, I was like, I need to know how dopamine works, what it does for the body, because it got people in a chokehold, like that quick dopamine hit. Like social media is just that. And it's like a drug. It is like a drug. And even in my own journey of lessening like my consumption or how I'm on social media, I find myself doing it. Earlier, I went to do one thing on TikTok and I found myself on freaking just scrolling. And I caught myself and I was like, oh no. No. Put the phone down. Let's go do something else. You get what I'm saying? But yeah. Movie it's like an experience. People have nothing to do. Yeah, people have nothing to do. That too. It's just the way of the world is not the same. I want to go. I just like, we need to go back. And this is why, like, I feel like there needs to be a major reset. And when I say major reset, I feel like all technology, all internet, everything needs to go down and go black for like a few days. And I feel like that is going to push people to become people again. I feel like it's going to make you talk to your neighbor. It's going to make you talk to the people outside. It's going to make people come back together here because they won't have no distractions. I see people walking across the street, head and phone. And that's the most dangerous thing you can do, because somebody can also have their head in the phone while they're driving and y'all just run you over and you didn't see them coming. They didn't see you crossing. So it's like, put your phone down. I do that. I put my phone down. When I walk across the street, I'm not looking at my phone. I'm paying attention to my surroundings. Not only that, in today's world, you need to be aware of your surroundings. If you are in your phone not paying attention, you can't see the man across the street that's been eyeballing you this entire time and scoping you. And then when somebody run up on you and rob you, oh my gosh, what happened? Yeah, he's been watching you for a whole 5-10 minutes and you didn't even know. Why? Because people don't pay attention to their surroundings. People also don't read. That is another thing that I'm noticing. I have seen doors that say, do not enter or use this door with an arrow. And people just walk up and pull the door and pull the door. And I'm like, the sign is in your face. Nobody reads. There could be a door that says, if you open this and walk in here, it will blow up. And do you not know how many people are going to be blasted to bits? There are going to be a lot of people that are blasted to bits because nobody nowadays, I feel like they don't have that common sense. I feel like that is out. People don't read. They don't look at their surroundings. Baby. How I used to survive with only a house phone. I mean, and that's one of the things that I really had to, I say this to also the younger people that I meet. I say, we survived with a house phone. I remember I had to call my friend and tell my friend, like, because we were going to go to the movies, and he lived near Inglewood off of Crenshaw in Manchester. And I lived like in Baldwin Hills. So I had to take the 210 bus to meet him. Was it 210 or the 40? One of those. But to meet him off of Crenshaw in Manchester. So I had to call him, be like, hey, I'm on my way. I'm about to leave. I'll be there in some time, right? And he just had to wait for me to get to the bus stop when I got off. We didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we made it happen and we were perfectly fine, you know? But I feel like people feel like they can't survive without it. And it's just like, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine without a phone. And I feel like that's why I feel like I'm glad that I grew up in the time that I grew up in, because you find a way. You'll find a way. I mean, there's no pay phones anymore. All pay phones are gone. I used to have to get on a pay phone and call my grandma from a pay phone. You know? Oh, we all do. I feel like majority of the people that grew up like in the same bracket of like the 30s, we all miss it. I mean, I feel like we were that sweet spot. We were that sweet spot where it was like we still had to do things on our own, yet technology was starting to come into play, but it wasn't as deep as it is now, you know? I kind of don't like the fact that technology is just running everything. Like, it just really takes away from the human experience and the human connections. I don't like it. I really don't. Like, it, you know, everything like wants to be made easier, quicker, and efficiently, but it just, even at my job, we used to have it where, well, what's changed with that? Well, we used to have like pagers, for example. So we used to have pagers where when a client came in, they would page you. And now everything's on an iPad. Like, it's crazy. I went out and it was scary. I miss hanging out with and meeting new people. And that's the thing too. Oh my gosh, you will go to like the bar, the club. Oh my, do y'all know that they're wearing tennis shoes in the club now? Hello, hello, hello to all my 30-year-olds out there. Do you not know that they are wearing tennis shoes to the club now? Now, I told my manager, I said, oh no, they need to be in there struggling with their feet hurting like we used to. Oh, the club is boring now because people don't dance. They don't connect. Before, you know, all the cell phones and all, you had to connect. A guy would come up to you and talk to you, and, you know, you would laugh with him and you would dance with him and you would all that. People aren't dancing. A lot of people, they're just sitting on the wall. There's like I said, that human connection is gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, you go to the club, meet a guy, dance on the dance floor all night long. People aren't phones and faces. There wasn't that. You were just enjoying the moment. Like, it was none of that. But now that you have everybody who's on the phone in the corner are filming everything, people are not dancing. They're not connecting. And that's what happens when you're not doing that. Yeah. So that's just something that is a part of what it is. And it's unfortunate. Me and my man will go out to eat, and we will see couples sitting at the table and both of them are on their phones. What was the point in coming out to eat if you guys are both going to be on your phones? We're not on our phones. We have this thing where phones are away and we connect with one another. We have conversation, we eat, we people watch, we just enjoy each other, because that is what you're supposed to be doing when you're out eating with your family, your friends, your significant other. You are supposed to be connecting with them. And that's one of the things too that I keep in mind as the day I become a parent. I would, for like my children, there is not going to be no, we're out eating and you're on your phone. There's not going to be no, we're at the dinner table and you're on your phone. No, this is a time for us to have that time as a family. You could be on your phone after we're done eating, but there needs to be that structure where technology is out of the room, right? Technology is out of the room. Listen, no, there shouldn't really be any TVs in the bedroom either, or TV time needs to be limited. A lot of the technology just needs to be It needs to be limited. I went out of house with my daughter, no phones. You know what? That's good too. I do that sometimes. I leave my phone at home. If I'm going to run to the store, I just leave my phone at home. And everybody says, well, what if something's going to happen? How many times does something happen that you need your phone? For the 20, 30 minutes that you may be at the store, what really is going to happen? Nothing really happens. You get what I'm saying? That's why people use the phone as an excuse, like, oh, well, we may need it in case of an emergency. Do you not know how many emergencies have happened back in the day when they didn't have a phone, but they figured out a way? You know how many times I was at school with no cell phone and had to wait for my grandma to come pick me up and just waited? No cell phone. I just knew she was on the way and she was going to get here when she got here. Like, you're going to be fine. You know how you're going to be fine. I know stitching. You know what? I've seen on TikTok people getting flip phones. I've seen people getting flip phones and like having like their regular phone away and just having a basic phone for like text and phone calls. And I can agree with that as well. I just think we're coming to this time where you're either over technology or but it's controlling. Technology it's just controlling. I feel like it's controlling too much. Oh, my eyeball got stuck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I say you can definitely think about a flip phone. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Girl, I tell myself I can do a walkie-talkie. I can do a walkie-talkie. Fraud. Take me back. Take me back. But nah, y'all, it's just, yeah, so I just really do think like you have to be mindful of what you consume and how much you consume of it nowadays. Yeah. Get a pager. Get a pager. Ain't nobody gonna be able to communicate with me on a pager. I don't even think that's set up like that anymore. Get a two-way. Get a sidekick. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just over a lot of the things that are just taking away from humanity. I'm really over it. Like, there just needs to be a major reset. Point blank period. I'm over it. It just seems like you would think things are getting better. They're supposed to get better. They're supposed to get easier. But I feel like that's not happening. I feel like from what we came from to now, it's not easier. Like, it's good and it's bad, and it's just like, nah, let's go back. Let's go back, That's just like I told you guys about the whole, like, what is it? The whole, like, order pickup, like when you're going into a coffee place and you can order your coffee beforehand and pick it up. And back in the day, when before that was even a thing, you would walk into a coffee shop and you got to stand in line. You stand in line to order and you would talk to people in the line. You would, talk to the barista. You would engage, right? Because everyone had to wait to get their coffee. So you had to do what you had to do. And I feel like now you don't got to talk to nobody. You just order on the app, walk in. People don't even talk to the barista. They just walk in, pick up their drink, go out. So that thing of that little community, and I talk to my barista. I love the fact that to still have a conversation with a person. I love conversation. So when I walk in and the guy that I see every morning or every other Monday, and he's like, hey, how are you? How was your weekend? And we have a whole conversation. Like, we have a whole little check-in. And I love that. I just love the fact that, there's a human connection and you're able to still talk and because that's what we are losing. We are losing human connection. And I feel like the only time people really want to connect is when it's coming down to what is wrong in this world. And it can't just be that. It has to be when you're at the grocery store and the lady is checking out your stuff, and instead of you just standing there, tap, go, ask her how her day is doing. Talk to the person behind you. Hey, how's your day going? That is what it's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? That's how you come together. That's how we used to be. Yeah. And check out, ladies. Yeah. Like, I like having that. It just brings us back to being human. It brings us back to community, you know? There's even an older guy. I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's okay. There's an older guy in my apartment that every now and then he'll tell me the apartment drama. Okay. A little bit of the gossip. And I talk to him and we, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, you got to engage with people and have those connections with people. And you have to really put down the phones, put down the distractions, put down the things, and just really connect. That's what we're missing. Yeah, it's your personality. And sometimes I don't feel like talking, but sometimes people just come up and they just want to like talk to me, and I'm like, okay, let's have a little conversation. Okay. So yeah. No. Oh my goodness. But bring back connection. Even when we walk into a store and you need to find something and they're like, oh, it's in the app. Like, what happened to you going and like looking it up for me and like having that, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, oh yeah, you can go into the app and you can look at the app and it's here. And it's just like, okay, you know, so there's no more human. And even at checkouts, if there's a person at an actual checkout, I don't do self checkout. I'll go straight to the person and have them check me out. Because first of all, I don't work here. So why am I checking out my own stuff and bagging my own stuff and I'm still paying full price? That seems like a scam to me. Like, if I have to scan, bag it, and I should get like $3 off. Why am I doing the work that the person over there y'all paying to do the work doing it? Like, to me, it never makes sense. And yeah, we could talk about making it faster and being efficient, but it comes off a little bit scammy to me when you fully think about it. They're making you do the work and pay for your own product. So you're a worker and you're an employee and a consumer. So I'm like, I never understood that. Yeah, like so if I see somebody over there, I'm like, oh, no. And I see a lot of stores, they won't have anybody, and it forces you to do self-checkout. So it's like, now you're the employee and the customer. That just, to me, it won't ever make any sense to me. Now, if you got something off for it, then yeah, that's one thing. And people can say, oh, it's quicker. And yeah, it could be quicker, but still you're doing the job of what they're supposed to hire somebody for. You know what? Thefts, yeah. Scan, not scan, put it in the bag. That too. Not scan, put it in the bag. Not playing. Oh my goodness. Too funny. And I mean, yeah, it makes thefts easier as well too, because people be walking out with stuff. They walk out with anything they want. So yeah, I'm going to share something with you. So I went to Target the other day and I picked up this Frenchie, the Solar Bliss. Now, if you have seen, months ago, I did a video comparing the Cashmere Vanilla Frenchie to the EOS oil. I compared them to. So I smelled this on one of my coworkers. She was wearing this. I smelled this before and I really liked it. And I was like, what is that you have on? She was like, it's Solar Flare from Frenchie. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, let me go and see what they're about. Now, mind you, I am not a big floral girl. Okay. I can do notes of floral in a product, but I don't like straight out floral. Okay. Initially smelling this is, just so you guys know, it is the Joy and Bliss Solar Flare Body and Hair Radiance Oil, okay, by Frenchie. So upon initial smelling of this bad boy, it is very floral up front. That threw me. Okay, I think it's White Blossom or something. Very floral. It is going to hit you. You're going to smell that first. So that threw me off. But when I tell you, I think the base notes in this is like a sandalwood and a musk. When it dries down on the skin, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. But you just got to get past the floral part of it. If you're not a big floral girl like me, you got to get past the floral. But y'all, it's just, it is so beautiful. Even like when you rub it in and that floral, like the scent just kind of sits. And that's one of the things about fragrances. You have to let them sit on the body and on the skin and with your chemistry, and let it really do its thing. But you guys, it is a very, I don't want to say clean. It doesn't really give too much of a clean, but it smells really good. Oh, it's French Solar Fleur. Actually, too, I'm going to see if I can link it for you. Hold on one second. I can put it in the chat so you guys can. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. Give me a second. French Solar Fleur. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but that's not what this product is. Hold on. Okay, we found it. So let me see if I can find the Solar Fleur, the body oil. That's not it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few products into the chat, but did it have the body mist? My goodness, hold on. Cashmere vanilla. Where? Okay, perfect. Okay. So I just linked all of them into the chat for you guys. The oil, I don't see the oil in this one when I looked it up, but if you do the little drop down box, you can find the Solar Fleur. Okay. So it's called Solar Fleur, SOLARFLEUR by French. It's at Target. And then my other one that I really do like is the Cashmere Vanilla. I think that's the name of it. That one's also really good. But this one is just, oh my goodness, it is so, it's nice. It's nice. So I'm really, really excited about that I found that. And then the thing about French is that their oil, just to show you guys a little glimpse of it, they have a very loose oil. If you can see, that oil is, it's not super thick. It's very, very like watery, if you will, but it is very hydrating. Don't let the consistency fool you. Don't let the consistency fool you. It's very hydrating. Okay. Yeah, and they have so many other scents as well, but I love French. I've used their essential roll-on. And that's the only other thing I use is their essential roll-on and their body oils. I haven't used anything else, but I love to use her body oils as a layering. So I like to put them down on top of like my lotion. And they smell really, really good. Really, really good. And then another thing. Okay. So we're going to talk about this too, since we got time. Hold on one second. Let me make sure if I can get it. I got so much stuff on my little beauty counter. Hold on. Okay. Got it. All right. So. Who is texting me? Is my man? Okay. So this is the only mascara that I use. Voluminous. Listen, the only mascara that I use. I've been using it for years now. In the color black is black, or either carbon black I would get. And recently I've been using it and my eye has been itching. Like my lashes will start itching. And I'm like, what is going on? Did they change the formula? So I look it up and lo and behold, they changed the formula. I think it was like some time ago. And also I feel like the tube is smaller, but whatever. But and they were saying that people have been getting irritation from using it. Some lady said that she ended up getting boils or like bad irritation under her eyes. And I'm like, this is a problem. When you start messing around with formulations that there was nothing wrong with it, but you're messing with it, and then now you're going to lose a lot of customers because you decide to change a formula, this is where companies mess it up. If it has been around for years, you got people like me who've been using this 10 years plus, maybe even more. Why the heck would you go and change the formulation? You've been using it for 20 years? Listen, Voluminous, hands down, is one of the best mascaras. I don't care what nobody says. Even the higher end mascaras, this right here tops it. Look at that. Look at that brush. Look at that brush, baby. The brush is what gets me all the time. But what do you mean you changed the formula? So now I'm like, okay, so my eyelashes, when I use it, they get a little itchy. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it, but I don't want to have to stop using my Voluminous. I love my Voluminous. Baby, like, what? It's hands down one of the best mascaras. Like, and y'all want to go and mess with the formula? That's the problem with these companies. Y'all, I just don't understand. Get a vegan one. Baby, I don't care about it. They have a vegan one. If they have a vegan one, I will look into it. But I don't know. I mean, I love my Voluminous mascara. I like it. I like my Voluminous mascara. I don't know. And something feels different too with the bottle. I can't put my hand on it. I don't know if it's because it's smaller. Something feels different about the bottle as well. But yeah, look at that brush. The brush gets me every time. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Okay, enough with my ranting. Oh, a vegan mascara company? I mean, yeah. But my thing is, if it's not broken, why do I need to fix it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. When something works for me, I am someone who will stick to it. Like I said, I've been using that mascara forever. If it works for me, there's really no reason for me to go and try to find something else. But I may have to see what is in comparison to Voluminous and see if I can find another brand that is just the same as them. Especially if I'm going to be having itchy eyelashes, because that's not it. That's not it. But I just don't understand companies. If you have a product that's been working and you have people who love your product, why would you ever mess with the formulation? I just don't ever get it. Like, what is it? You want to be cheaper? Is it because an ingredient that you used ran out? Like, what will make you go, people love this product, but let's change something about it really quickly? Like, why? Yeah, same thing. Also, I don't know, but I feel like this is a little different too. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like there's something about the formulation of this that's a little bit different too. I don't know if they changed their formulation. But I don't know, y'all. I just don't change formulations, people. Keep them the same. All right? Keep them the same. All right. So before we are like almost an hour into this live, give me a second. Let me see if I can get this up real quick. Do I have it? Oh, I do. Perfection. Perfection. All right. Clear Skin Playbook, you guys. Go get your hands on it. Let me see if I can stick it into the chat. Hold on. Wait, where is my chat? Give me a second, you guys. I don't know how you... how come I can't comment on my own video? Make it make sense. I don't know how to work this thing. Okay, hold on. Do you swipe? No. No. I don't know how you work this thing. I can't comment on my own shit, like, in the chat. Stand by. That's weird. Let me get this link real quick and put it in the chat to my Clear Skin Playbook, and then we'll talk all about it. Okay, hold on. Copy. Did you copy? Copy, copy, copy. Copy, copy. Okay, give me a second. Let me put this in the chat. Our time flew by. I'm like, okay, we were just talking. I didn't even know. Okay, so I'm going to place the link into the chat right now. There's a link. So that is a link to the Clear Skin Playbook. So you can go and get your hands on it. Oh. All right. So before we kind of wrap this up, let's talk about the Clear Skin Playbook, just to give you guys a little bit of some information as to why I created the Clear Skin Playbook and everything of that sort, okay? So the Clear Skin Playbook is a guide for those who have acne, or if not, but it's pretty much a guide that is zoned more towards those who have acne who want to achieve clear skin and maintain clear skin, okay? It is a guide that is starting from like a skin type quiz to an acne quiz, because that's important for you to know what your acne type is, what your skin type is, because that is going to be a major game player in how you approach your skin. From the products that you use, from your night routine to your morning routine, that is going to ricochet you into that, okay? I break down the importance of a night routine, importance of a morning routine. They are different. They do different things for the skin, for you to see different results. I always say your night routine is way more important than your morning routine, and I break that down as well. There are also ingredients in there for the type of skin or type of acne that you have. So once you take that acne quiz, that skin quiz, you get a little bit of a score. What you do is that you take that score and then you'll figure out what type of acne you have. So for example, if you're doing your score, you figure out you have hormonal acne. Hormonal acne will then guide you towards what you should be using, what you are doing. If you have dry acne, it's going to show you the ingredients you should be using, okay? I don't have any like product suggestions within the playbook because there's so many products out there, but I figured if I give you guys the ingredients, when you are out looking for products, you know what to look for on the labeling, on the packaging, in the ingredient description, and all that as well, okay? So it goes from that, and then it also steps into lifestyle, stress, diet, hormones, all of that, okay? Sleep, we talk about that as well and how important that is and how that also can affect acne. Not only that, we talk about longevity. In the Clear Skin Playbook, it's really, really important that you just don't have clear skin, but you maintain clear skin, okay? Because why would you be wanting to do this battle? Why would you want to have to clear your skin and then go right back to clearing your skin and go right back to clearing your skin? No, it is supposed to I give you the keys on what it is that you need to do, and from there you maintain it. All right. So that is what the Clear Skin Playbook is. It is a guide for you to get clear skin and maintain clear skin. All right. Yeah, so that's in a nutshell what that is. I am going to be working on Clear Skin Playbook number 2, okay? And just give you guys a little bit of a tap in as to why. So along with acne, there's always the talk of hyperpigmentation. From my clients to you guys on here, is always, what can I do about the dark spots? One of the key things that I always notice is that people always want to jump into getting rid of the dark spots without getting to the core of what's causing the breakouts, to stop the breakouts. My key thing is, if you do not stop the breakouts or lessen the breakouts, what is going to happen is that you are going to constantly be fighting scar after scar after scar after scar, right? You clear a scar up, you have a new breakout, creates a new one. You're trying to work on this scar, a new breakout is happening over here. So get to the core first with a Clear Skin Playbook of what is going on with your skin, why you were having that issue. Clear that skin up first, reduce those breakouts. And we'll do another video on reducing breakouts and maintaining reduction in breakouts as well. I got to remember that for next live or whatnot. Once you get to that point where your breakouts are lessened, as in you're not seeing them on a weekly basis, you may get 1 or 2 popping up, but you have them way more under control than before. You can then jump into clearing the skin, the hyperpigmentation, the scarring. That's where that conversation then comes in. But it does not come in while you are fighting active breakouts. And I cannot stress that enough for people. And I get it. You want to get rid of the dark spots because they don't look good. I fully understand that. But you are fighting an endless battle if you are not getting to the reason why you are breaking out. It's pointless for you to be buying vitamin C and retinol and all that stuff to help with it if you are still doing the battle, okay? So that's going to be Clear Skin Playbook number 2, where we are going to be talking about, once you clear that acne, now what it is that you can do to help with the hyperpigmentation. So we talked about hyperpigmentation in a few videos back where I did the whole board demo, and there's different types of hyperpigmentation, and where it lays and what it looks like within the layers of the skin. And it's very important that you are knowledgeable about hyperpigmentation, how it works and all that. Another thing about hyperpigmentation I want to say is that there are some places in your skin that it just naturally is going to be darker. I do not know along the way where you guys think everyone's skin is smooth and one color all over the body. I don't know if y'all have been watching too much TV shows, those movies, okay? But I don't understand why you guys, especially melanated people, and also not melanated. I've seen some, and they had some. I've seen it too. So I don't know where you guys are getting this, like, oh, the underarms need to be one solid color. No, it's a fold in the body where you guys are putting deodorant. First of all, another thing, if you want to lessen the darkness under your arms, stop using those aluminum deodorants. You guys are caking them on, you are not cleansing them properly off the skin, and they are darkening the skin under the arm. Secondly, stop shaving. Y'all be shaving every day, that friction, creating more ingrowns, and you will see the skin clear. It may not be fully lightened or all one color, but it will even out drastically based off of those 2 things, okay? The bikini line, it's a fold, okay? It is a fold in the freaking, so you may have darker skin in that fold. Once again, things like shaving can irritate the area, causing the skin to look darker. Okay, so if you want to clear the skin a little bit more, go to waxing, get laser, lessen the friction in that area. Also, your underwear. What kind of underwear are you wearing? You wearing those tight underwear that are rubbing up everywhere after you just got done shaving, and then you wondering why you got dark spots and ingrowns? Cut it out. Cut it out, okay? A lot of the times you have to look at everything that you are doing in whole to see how it is affecting what your skin is doing and what it's looking like. I keep telling y'all, it does not matter all the products you are using in the world on your skin. A lot of the little changes in your lifestyle is what makes a big difference for your skin. Okay? Okay. All right. Like right now, oh my gosh, my eyelash is itching. Y'all, I don't know. That Voluminous, I swear, ever since I started using that dang mascara, my eyelashes have been itching. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I was ranting away. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, but no, you just gotta, you gotta know what you're using, and you have to be mindful that this is a whole thing. You can't just throw products on skin and think it's gonna be its best. So yeah, I keep my skin looking clear. I keep it looking clear because I do the work that needs to be done internally and externally. So yeah. Oh, we've been on live for over an hour. Look at us. Ooh, look at the algorithm gonna go crazy, girl. Yeah. So, all right, I guess we got time. So me and my man are supposed to go out on a date tonight. And I gotta do something with this hair. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just redo my braids in the front. Does it also cover melasma? Does what cover melasma? If you're talking about the Clear Skin Playbook, this is the Clear Skin Playbook. This one is not anything about hyperpigmentation. My next one that I'm working on will be. If you want, I can cover melasma actually right now. If you want, I can just go ahead and cover it. We did talk about melasma in the last live or the live before last. We talked about hyperpigmentation, but in general, we could talk about melasma now because we got time. So melasma is more hormone based, right? So people pretty much see melasma when they have pregnancy, or women see melasma when they are pregnant or something is up with their hormones. How melasma looks in the skin is that it is, instead of it being like dots of hyperpigmentation, melasma is bigger spaces of it. Let me see if I can do a little demonstration for y'all. Oh, I'm gonna have to throw this phone away because it's. Let me see if I can do a little demonstration real quick. Do I have a notes thing I can draw on in here? I don't. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so melasma is like, it's like bigger spaces of hyperpigmentation within a little bit of a deeper layers of skin. Okay, so melasma is a little bit different. I think it's not as easy to get rid of either. I think melasma is a little bit more complicated. So yeah, that's melasma. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna a little date night tonight, you know what I'm saying? And I just gotta do something with this hair. And I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I feel like I wear the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know. But then he didn't really confirm it yet. So listen, I don't care what y'all say. Even if you are dating your man and you've been with your man for a long time, he should still be doing certain stuff. Like, I will never change that. Like, you didn't get me without doing what needed to be done. So you got to continue to do what you need to do. It's strict around here. Why do I look like I'm see-through? Like, am I see-through? Like, am I fading? Like, what's going on? Y'all see that? Like, what? Am I like, is there somebody there? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Like, what? But yeah, are you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day? I don't really care for Valentine's Day. It's not really my favorite holiday or anything like that. I can care less. But some people, if you don't do nothing for Valentine's Day, they lose their mind. I need more coffee. Oh my gosh. What time is it? Oh, it's 12. Okay, and then we'll talk about something else. Okay, so this here is another, these are like my recent buys. Okay, so I got this. Oh, you guys can see I've been using this. I got this like last week, the week before last, and this is the mixed bar whipped almond, and it smells really good. But as y'all can see, oh, your girl put a dent in that bad boy. And that's the same way I feel. Every day should be Valentine's Day. That's why I don't care for Valentine's Day like that, because I'm like, my man does things for me all the time. He gives me flowers just to give me flowers. He buys me gifts just to buy me gifts. We go on dates to go on dates on a random Wednesday, Thursday night. Like, it's not just a one-day thing. So I don't really care for it. And I always say to women too, if the only time your man is doing anything for you is during holidays, you might want to reconsider if that man really even loves you, because what? And then, you know how you guys see like the men who are rushing to get flowers for their wife before they come home? Like, what? No, keep them flowers. No, 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 no. No, we actually want to go out like dancing or something like that. So we'll probably just go out to dance. I don't know if we're going to go out to eat. I have no idea. I just know we're going to go out to have some fun, but we may go out to eat. Sometimes it's like spare the moment type thing too. Like, it can be real spontaneous at times, which I like too. I don't like things to always be structured. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just all about having fun. That's one of my things too for this year, 2026. Like, I want to live my life a little bit more, and I just want to enjoy moments and times together, because I don't know what the heck is going on right now, but there is so much death. Like, I have been seeing people die left and right this year, and we just began. I don't know what is in the water, what is in the air, but I'm like, why is everybody passing away? Like, what is going on? So, yeah, but no, just to get out and just have fun and just enjoy. I need coffee. I need coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Y'all want to go make some coffee with me? But yeah. So that's about it. And then you say you single? Oh, you single? Yeah. Girl, I haven't been single for the last 6 years. I don't even know what single life is like anymore. Man. I always think about it too. I'm like, what if I was to be single right now? Listen, I think I would just get me a blow up doll. From the stories that I hear from like my friends and people in general, just give me a blow up doll. I'm just gonna go ahead and get me a little blow up doll. If y'all see me walking down the street with a blow up doll, mind your business. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just go. We get it. We get it. You know? Oh, okay, we could talk about this. I was gonna put this on my TikTok. I'm gonna do it later on. This is the problem. And I was talking about this with my client. The problem is that a lot of women are like, men aren't men anymore. Men aren't doing what they need to do anymore. And I'm going to tell you this. And my grandma said this same exact thing to me when I was talking to her about it. And she was saying that women are not requiring men to be men anymore. And I'm going to agree. And I'm going to tell you why. Women aren't giving men a reason to court anymore. Like, I've noticed women are sleeping with men like the first day they met them. They're overly available. They're chasing down a man to take them on a date when a man should be chasing you down to take you on a date. They're inviting men to their homes without even vetting them. They're letting them come to their homes same day. If I was a man, baby, and I could get vagina on demand, why would I court you? Why would I? I mean, you guys are not giving, there's no mystery. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing where a man is like intrigued to sit you down at a restaurant and talk to you and pick your brain. You guys are texting them all day, on the phone with them all day, not requiring him to take you out on a date. Oh, I've been talking to him on the phone for a month. A month? And he hasn't taken you out on a date? First of all, there should be no conversations for a month. Those phone calls need to be 10 minutes max. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Okay, by the way, click. He ain't asked you for a date in those 10 minutes, then he needs to hang up the phone. Why are you having 2-hour long conversations and this man has not taken you on a date or asked you and it's been a month? Oh, okay. Okay. It needs to be where there's more of women. And this is how I got into my relationship. And I tested some things, I changed up some things, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it hits. When you make a man work for it, when you give him something to work for, you are mystery. You're not always there. You're not giving up anything too quickly. It makes a man respect you. It makes a man go, she's different. There's something about her. You get what I'm saying? Because if they see a future with you, they want a certain type of woman. Okay? They don't want a woman who's just easy to get. That's what y'all fail to realize. Yes. And that's another thing too. You are right. You're right. You are supposed to be wearing your heels and being in your soft era and being all that, because men look at that too. When you're out and about and you're doing your thing, and especially if you wear heels and you're looking all, beautiful and gorgeous, girl, and a man sees you, he gonna see you and be like, "Ooh." That's what catches a man attention, is when you are feminine, when you are soft, when you look good, when you smell good. One of the things my man told me, or we were talking about, women don't smell good no more. They don't smell like perfumes and things like that anymore. When did y'all stop wearing perfume? I mean, I grew up with my grandma, we went to Bath and Body Works and she bought her stuff and I bought my stuff, and I grew up where you smell good. You put on your perfumes. When did people stop doing that? But the essence of being a woman, that's what it is. Looking good, smelling good, your hair looking good, your nails are groomed. They don't have to be necessarily done up, but groomed. Like, the essence of a woman is powerful. Being soft-spoken. That's another thing. A lot of women, y'all run your mouths too much. There's a lot of power in silence. A lot of women, you want to be yapping. You want to be yelling. You want to be screaming. No. Learn to be soft-spoken. Learn to be... There's a lot of power in that. We are not men. And I just don't understand why women want to be on the same level as a man. I sure don't. You think I'm going to carry groceries in the house with these nails? No, I do not. That's what you for. You got them. Use them muscles and go take those groceries in the house for me. What? I'm dainty. Maybe it's because of the economy. Girl, listen, maybe. But the economy ain't got nothing to do with it, though. Tell you that right now. I feel like when a man, he gonna man. All right. But no, like, I'm dainty. What you mean? I don't argue with the men. And why are y'all arguing with men? Yelling. Me and my man don't argue. I will tell him what I don't like, what I do like, whatever. But I don't raise my voice. I don't curse him out. We don't argue. We come to an understanding. First of all, we're adults. I don't understand. You are an adult. Okay? You shouldn't have to yell. If you feel you need to yell, curse, get all that, then maybe the relationship does not need to go where it needs to go. And I feel like a man who is a man is not going to allow a woman to talk to him any type of way. He's not going to allow a woman to disrespect him, to yell at him, and do all that. And he's not going to do it to her. A man of a certain type of degree is going to act like a man and a leader. He's not going to scoop down to your level. He's not going to play games. He's going to stay in his masculine. And he's going to treat you like the feminine. He's going to... You know what I'm saying? But not too many people understand that dynamic, right? A lot of women say, oh, I want a manly man. I want a masculine man. But you're masculine as hell. That's not going to work. You can't have two masculines in the boat. It has to be masculine and feminine. Why do you think so many masculine women attract feminine men, but they cry about how they want a masculine man? baby, you're super masculine. And sometimes it's just naturally that, though. I notice some women are naturally more masculine, and that's just how it is. You know, you're just more in your masculine. But if you're more in your feminine, or you want to be, you got to turn that down a notch. You got to be okay. One of the things that I had to learn in my relationship is like, I was so used to opening up the doors. I was single for a while before I met my man. So I was so used to opening up my own doors. Like, I was so used to doing that on my own. And I don't know why they flagged your comment. Anyways, because I said you said a lot of alpha females nowadays. Yeah. But my thing is like, you know, you have to learn, like, if you want a man to lead, you have to let him lead. And that was me with my man, like, opening doors for me. I had to learn, you stand there, he opens the door for you. You get what I'm saying? But so many women, they just don't know how to, they think of it as a weakness. I don't. To have a man cater to you, there's nothing weak about that. Girl, he opens up your doors, he opens up your car door, he drives you around, he takes your groceries for you. What you mean? I just gotta sit there and look cute. What you mean? It doesn't mean that you are weak or nothing like that. You have a voice of your own. And on top of that too, I feel like there's a power within the feminine as well. But we cool. I like it like that. I don't want to have to take, you know, the initiative for a man. I don't want to have to do that. You get what I'm saying? Yes, chivalry. And let me tell you something too. That's another thing that I say. Women also are not requiring that out of a man. If you walk with a man to a door, don't grab for the door. Stand there. Stand there. He should, open the door. Even if he has never done it for a woman, you should stand there at the door and he should grab the handle. He should open the door. When you're walking to the car, he should be walking to the car, open your door. If he hops in that car, you stand there until he goes, what? What's going on? You're not going to open up my door? And he'll be like, oh, it's going to also make him do what needs to be done, as you're supposed to open my door for me. But a lot of women don't do that. They just open the door on their own, open the car door on their own, and he's in the car before you're in the car. No, you should be in the car before he's in the car. Right? So it's just a lot of things where I feel like when it comes to dating, a lot of etiquette that women also are just not enforcing. You know what I'm saying? And they're allowing these men. And it also, men are about action. That's how they respect you. Right? They're not really about too much talking. I feel like men more so respect action when it comes to women. So it's like when you're standing your ground on something, or you're showing him that he's not going to do whatever with you, he makes him go like, oh, she's a different type of woman. Oh, I can't move this way with her. And it's either going to do one or two things. Either one is going to make him fall off, or it's going to make him step up. Either way. Right? But what a man does to you, it's up for you to allow it or not. And how he sees what you allow is going to see that he can move how he wants with you. Straight up. If he knows he can't move with you like that, he's going to move along accordingly, or he's going to, you know, get his shit together. But as women, we have, not we, because not me, but as women, that's where it has been lost. That's where it's been lost. If a man says that he wants to take you out on a date and never plans it, he doesn't want to take you on a date. You should never be calling a man's phone like, oh, well, you said that we were going to go on a date. What? No. You should never have to call and confirm with him when he said he wants to take you on a date. If he does not call to confirm with you, then there is no date. Because it's giving, you want me to chase you, you want me. That's not how it goes. Nope. So, but I feel like there's this desperation with women as well. And I don't know where this desperation is coming from. Where's this desperation coming from? Where is the desperation where it's like, oh, I'll do anything for a man or anything to get him in? Where is that? Women, you're never supposed to be desperate. Men are supposed to be flowing to you. You're supposed to sit back and make your choice out of the best one. May the best man win. That is what it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be at your beck and call. They're supposed to be calling your phone for a date, calling to see you. Why are you guys chasing? And then you're wondering why these men aren't respecting you. Listen. I ain't doing it. Never will I ever. Never will I ever. I ain't doing it. You know? Yeah. Built different. It's like, and then you listen to these stories like your grandmother, your great-grandmother, and the things that your grandfather or great-grandfather had to do to get this woman. Have y'all ever talked to y'all grandparents, great-grandparents? And I always say people, well, not the younger ones, because it's probably different, but my age, like 30, 37 or older, you talk to your grandparents and your great-grandparents, and it's like, yeah, I saw your grandmama standing there, and she was beautiful, and I had to go over there, and I had to talk to her, and she wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm telling you, she wouldn't give me the time of day, but I really wanted her, so I had to hope to see her the next day at wherever, or I had to ask my friend, who was that? Like, let me get her. I want to go and talk to her. They were actually courting women, and women were not easy. It wasn't no like, okay, here's my vagina. Women weren't like that. It was, yeah, I don't know about you. And he had to really show himself to get her, to let him take her out. But that's the beauty in it. And I don't know about you guys, but I love when a man puts in a little bit of work to get me. It makes me go, oh, so you want me so bad, huh? It's a little bit, it's fun. It's fun for him and it's fun for you because you feel good in your feminine and he feels good as the pursuer in his masculine. It's all about leveling out the balance, but leveling out the things, and even in a relationship, you still need to have that. It needs to be still where he feels like he's courting you all the time and you feel like you are being, it goes hand in hand. And I know it's going into a little bit of a different conversation because we were talking about skincare on here, but we've been on here for over an hour. So I feel like we can have a little side conversation as well, but I'm telling y'all, I am telling y'all. So no, it is the easy woman, but I'm gonna tell you something too, because I feel like a lot of time that too, the corn, yeah, I feel like I wouldn't. The easy women only go so far, and I'm gonna tell you that. A lot of times I will hear stories about women who are upset because they've been available to a man, let's say a situationship for years. You've been in a situationship with this man for 2 years. He gets a girlfriend and cuts everything off with you. Oh, we're not doing that anymore. I'm really serious about her. And they get so upset and they're crying, they're upset. And I'm like, ma'am, what did you expect? You were giving him something that he didn't have to work for. Versus the woman that he met more than likely made him work for it. He couldn't just come over there and do the same thing. So he got a different type of respect and a different type of movement with her and took her seriously while you were just fun. You were giving it up free, nilly-willy, thinking that, oh, I can use this to get him to commit with me. And for a whole 2 years, he never not once committed to you. Right? So it only goes so far. At the end of the day, I do feel the women who got the juice, the women who respect themselves, the women who have that mystery, you're going to find a more solid man than the women who are just out here giving it. Okay? Because And men are waking up too. I'm not going to listen. A lot of men are over the easiness. A lot of men are over what it is. They want something wholesome, and I feel like they're just tired of things being easy access as well. And yeah, they'll probably mess with it because it's there, but a lot of times they're not going to take it serious. So there is hope. Trust me, there is hope. It's just, you gotta hold on to get through the ones that, need to be discarded. But there. So, but yeah, you gotta hold on to what you see fit for yourself. But I always say be mysterious, have your self-respect, have your boundaries, stick to them, and, really know what you want. Because out here, people are just messing with everybody. They're doing too much, like too much. Everybody thinks that the next option is better, and that's another thing that pisses me off. Everybody thinks like, oh, I have so many options. Baby, all the options are pretty much the same. They're just coming in different fonts. So you left your wife thinking that this girl over here, the one who's teasing you and giving you all that and, enticing you with something, you thought that that was going to be, the grass is going to be greener on the other side. And then when she gets pregnant and run you for every dime that you got, you shocked? No, you fell for the easiest trick in the book, sir. But with your wife who was down for you that you could have fixed that with, spoke to her about it. No, but let me tell you, people are just so easily swayed, like easily swayed. It is crazy to me. And men always fall for the okie doke. I always say lust will be their biggest downfall. And we see it happen time and time again. It's the same scenario for men. The same scenario. We see it happen over and over again. I'm like, y'all don't know the trick already? But y'all stay falling for it. All it takes is a little girl, not a little girl, a girl or a younger woman or whatever, usually in her 20s, to come along and to be, oh yeah, certain looking cute and smiling and all that. And y'all collapse like a freaking folding chair and mess up everything you worked hard for a little bit of vagina. Like, what? Now she's dragging your ass through the mud. What was that? Shannon Sharp? Was it Shannon Sharp? He was with the 20-year-old OnlyFans model, and she dragged him, and I think he ended up paying her something. How in the heck, you a 50, 60-year-old man, you know way more in life. You knew way more before this girl was even born. And a little bit of something came your way, and that girl wiped you clean, and you fell for it. And you've been in this industry for so long, you should know better than that. But no, lust, it got you. She came along with a little something, and you folded and got folded. And got folded. Right? Now she's sitting on what, millions? Girl, I know she was laughing. But also it take note, because I'm like, am I in the wrong industry? Like, do I need to be out here looking for Shannon Sharp? Like, she got you. I can get you next, boy. I can get you next. Oh my gosh. Like, it's just so easy. So easy with lust, man. It's sad though, and it's unfortunate, but men will forever fall for it. And it will be continued. Yeah. How dumb can he be? You would think that he would know by now, but no. And a 20-year-old at that. That's she was 20 something. 19, 20 something. First of all, a 50-year-old man messing with a girl or a woman in her super early 20s like that, that's a little creep. I know she's legal, but that's creep. Baby, that's creep. You are way past her senior. That's creep. No. So, but yeah. Well, all right. We're going to go ahead and end this live. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. I need to get some things done. So yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on and talking to me in this live. We had an amazing time. Maybe I'll come on later on when I'm getting ready for my little date night or whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, I will talk to you guys in a later video. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, share this with a friend. All right, make sure you go and check out the Clear Skin Playbook. Link is in the comment section, and I will see you guys in another live. Have a great rest of your Friday. Don't forget, it's Venus Day. Bye. Bye.